Thank you for tuning in to Thek-talks podcast. I'm Tekla Wright, your host, and here we are on our last chapter in our devotional book, Little Things Matter. Yay! And I just want to let you know that this is actually the second time recording because for some darn reason my audio and my previous video that I had recorded earlier for this is not working. So I'm hoping that this second video recording is working. And by the way, that one was all like awesome because I had my hair done, my makeup done, and now you see this, it's called bad hair day. I am totally having a bad hair day morning. I don't want to complain to you guys because it'll just suck me into a vortex of a downward spiral of negativity, and it's been one of those mornings. It's been kind of hectic, and be praying for me because for a couple reasons. I'm in pain with my tooth. I've got a toothache, and I have a dentist appointment, yes, next month, but I have to wait until next month because that's when they have an opening. So I have to endure some pain until then. Anyway, so be praying for me for that at least. I also have for you guys, because today is our last chapter in this book that we have been in, the Little Things Matter devotional. And yes, yours truly wrote this, and you can always get this in Amazon. You can download the Kindle version, or you can get the paperback version in Amazon. Just type my name in Little Things Matter, and it should pop up there. And I also want to announce a really cool, as a thank you to my viewers and listeners, I have something for you guys. Boop-a-doo. This bottle, I'm not sure how many ounces this is. I'm assuming, let's see, does it say? I don't know. I'm assuming 32 ounces maybe. I don't know for sure. Oh, yeah, wait, it says here on the tag. It says 33.8 ounces. Okay, so I put together this little prize for you guys. Can you see that? It says prayer burpee. Get down, get up, repeat. That's something I came up with, a little saying like that. And I also have a chapter that's titled Prayer Burpee. And go back to the video, look up, I think it was chapter maybe 9. Let me check in my book. I can do that for you guys at least, right? Bear with me. This was like not planned to do, you guys. I did not plan on making a second video for this chapter because my audio in the other one wasn't working. Okay, prayer burpee, yes, chapter 9. Go look that one. That was the most viewed chapter/video episode for YouTube, and that's another reason why I decided to go with that in honor of this book and prayer burpee. And I've got this bottle. It's actually a sticker I put on here, and I think it looks really pretty. It looks really good. I also put some chocolates in here, you guys. Can you see that? The chocolates in there. So I've got that. And I also want to let you guys know that today is another special monumental day for me personally because my firstborn, Marie Wright, she was born on this day 16 years ago. This is her sweet 16th birthday. And it's a bittersweet, you know. Yes, I have 3 beautiful children, and I do take them for granted sometimes, and I feel bad about that. And I have a beautiful daughter in heaven, so I'm grateful for that. And in honor for this ending of this last chapter in this book, and in honor for her and today's birthday, since it happens to be falling on a Monday this year, and we do our podcast on Mondays, I want to give this away for free. I will ship it to you for free. No having to hassle to pay for that. I will pay for that. I want you to have this. And I decided last minute that I will throw in my book for free, and I'll even sign it for you guys. So together, this is what you'll be getting. Yeah, take a picture of this, maybe like a screenshot, and share it. Comment "Happy Birthday, Mariah," and that is how you can enter into this drawing. Screenshot now even, and say happy birthday and share it, and tag me and all that good stuff. But you have to put those two things together. You guys screenshot and comment so I can kind of like jot down your name and put your name in the drawing. So that's like a lot of explaining that I did in the past 5 minutes. So let's get going here, right? Dear Lord, help me to produce this again, and help the listeners to receive this. In your name we pray, amen. So here we are in chapter 18. I stole this title actually from a conference, and I even wrote about it in here in chapter 18. Up your ask. What did I just say? Up your ask? Yep. K at the end. Listen for the K at the end. Okay. Let's read the Bible verse for this chapter. Okay. Matthew 7:7. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. So yes, I learned this little saying, up your ask, from the next conference. It's called the Next Conference from Terri Savelle Foy Ministries, and I went there last year in January 2021, and it really blessed my heart in so many different ways. And she talked about, you got to up your ask a little bit more. For some of us, we got to challenge our asking. Some of us are a little bit hesitant to ask. I'm one of those. I feel unworthy to ask. Have you ever felt that way too? Have you ever felt, I just don't know if I have in me to ask, like, what's it to me? Like, who do I think I am to ask such a thing, right? Have you ever experienced that at some point in your life, in your prayer life? I have, right? And so she also said, ask big and believe it is done. That was another challenge thing I wrote down in my notes, and I even put it in this chapter for you guys. And she said something like this: give God what you've got, and God can make it into a lot. And here's some of my notes that I want to share with you guys that I put in here. She said that, I'm going to just share some stories. She said that the Lord will take whatever you have and turn it into a lot. And here's some things. Let me read it. Let me see if I can find a good spot to read for you guys. Bear with me. So we were told how God can accept your accepts. He accepts your accept. Like, let me give you examples. For example, Lord, I have little of anything, except I know how to make suburb cupcakes. God said, I'll accept that. God turned that little accept into something later known as Gigi Cupcakes, one of the largest cupcake franchises in the world. Or, God, I am not talented at anything except flipping burgers. So God said, I'll accept your accept and see what I can do with that. Now we have 5 guys. Isn't that funny how foolish things of the world to shame the wise, God chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong. And relook in 1 Corinthians 1:27. I love that about him. I love how he will take our little, this is all I've got. I don't have anything except whatever, you name it, right? And he'll say, I'll take that and see what he can do with that, right? I love that about him, like I said. And so, I'm trying to see here. So she has named some 5 G's that I really liked. I'll name them real quick. The 5 G's that we were taught at that next conference was: 1, got to have God's vision. 2, you got to have goals and write them down and add pictures. 3, growth. Always encourage yourself and your team to invest to grow. Like, encourage yourself to invest and grow. Encourage yourself to read more or listen to certain podcasts. Like, maybe you need to work on your fitness or your faith or your finances or something like that. Look up some really encouraging podcasts in that for an example. Maybe you're wanting to learn how to grow a garden. Look up some gardening stuff. Look up things and ways that you can invest in your time and your energy in and knowledge and grow from there. Oh, number 4, gratitude and the abundance will follow. This is sometimes something I have to put the practice in doing. Like today, I'm having a hard time with that today. But most days I have a pretty good way of showing gratitude because my mornings aren't typically like this morning. Anyway, 5, last one, generosity, and you will increase. And she believes and she encourages that when you sow in a seed, like a financial seed, God will honor that and he'll bless you because you gave, and you also gave generously, and you gave out of faith too, knowing if I put my money seed in the ground, I know God's gonna deliver an abundance back. And having a gratitude and generosity go hand in hand, I think. It was explained that gratitude is like the gatekeeper to heaven, and being generous with your tithe or offerings is like popcorn. The popcorn kernels being used for an example pops into a substance that you desire. In God's world, our seed of generosity is like that effect. It can take effect very quickly. It is encouraging to not delay planting your offering or tithe seed so that God won't delay the reaping of the harvest. And that was really encouraging. Let's see. So, yeah, I also want to point out here real quick, if I can. I say real quick, but it usually takes me longer than just a few seconds. So I kind of lie to you sometimes. There's no such thing as real quick when it comes to making a really good point, in my opinion. But I will try to land the plane for some of those of you who are like impatient with certain things. So, I also put in here that there are usually 2 types of people who revel in their brokenness, and maybe that's part of the reason why it's hard to up your ask. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's hard for me even to go to God because I'm like, I have a little bit of a unworthiness in it. And if you have a little bit of a struggle of feeling unworthy, your belief system, I think, in my opinion, my theory, is a little bit broken belief. And I think God wants to help correct or mend some of our brokenness. But I noticed in a couple of my studies, there are 2 types of brokenness. One, people who revel in their brokenness and never find healing for their pain. I think it's because they don't really want to. I think they rather just live in what they know, and they know their pain well. They know how to manage their pain well. They know how to live with it, and they've decided that that's where they're going to be at. They've made peace with it, and it's kind of sad in a way. And number 2, people who completely disregard or are in disbelief of their brokenness until inevitably it destroys them from the inside out. And so I also put a little picture in here. Picture a log that you are trying to split right down the middle, and you are using a wedge and a sledgehammer. You can continually slam on the wedge, and eventually the log splits. Now, I'm using marriage for an example. Now, think of your marriage, and let's say you have something negative between you, similarly like the wedge and the log. After time has passed by, and the more silence you keep between you, eventually you will split, like the wedge in the log. Now, that is an example I use for marriage, but that can be same to you as in your heart with God. If you don't address what's silently building a wedge between you and God, then, eventually you'll split off and you'll cut yourself off from God. It's not him cutting himself off with you. It's you doing it to him. I hope that makes sense. So I just want to let you know, if God can make something out of nothing, then how much more can God use you and me for a greater cause and for his purpose, for his glory, and because he loves you. You are enough. And if you fail at believing this, all you have to do is this little act and ask. Have God help you believe in yourself. Have God help you to believe that you are enough and that you are worth his time. And ask him to help you, deny that so-called truth that you've claimed as truth, when really in reality it's Satan whispering lies to you. It is him. Questions to ponder. What big ask does God want you to believe for? Are there any wedges between you and God? Ask God to reveal his truth to trump any negative thoughts that hold you back from loving yourself and God. Truth to hold. 1 Peter 2:9 ESV, but you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. That is one of my favorite verses. Prayer suggestion. Use your imagination and picture yourself on the lap of the Father. He is smiling and with his arms around you. He is saying, it's okay to be silent with me. Ask God to help you to receive his love. And that's what I have for you today. Okay, that is it. That's it. That's it. Oh my goodness. We are at the end here, and I so appreciate you guys for sticking it through and putting up with me and all my mistakes and my unpolished work, if you will, and bearing with me and loving me and encouraging me through this. I really appreciate all the likes and shares and nice, sweet comments from you guys. Thank you so much. And don't forget to do what you need to do. And comment happy birthday Mariah, and I'll help get your name into the drawing for these two things, and I'll put it in a box. I have the box right here, you guys, right here. It's getting ready for packaging, and I can't wait to or have it either shipped or delivered to you, depending on where you live, right? Okay, that's it, my friends. Have a blessed time and blessed rest of your day and week. And just real quick reminder, I hope you understand that we'll probably take a little break, and next time we'll get back in a book and do the weekly Monday routine. I believe that's April 18th, which is, I think it falls on a Monday, and we'll be in a new book. Please check out this book, Open Heavens by Bill Johnson. You can get this on Amazon. And check it out. It is going to be awesome. There's so many good wisdom nuggets in there that I would love to share the highlighted moments with you guys. And so stay tuned for that. All right. That's it, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in to Thek-talks podcast. Remember, give yourself permission to be embraced and let God love you.